Hey everyone, it's Jimmy from Internal here, and I'm going to show you really quickly how to connect two table components together so that when you click on one, you'll see that the results of the other table filter down based on the selection that you made in this first table. So in this particular example, we are a fictional scooter sharing company, and what we're doing is we're taking a look at our riders table and our rides table that are both coming from a database that we've hooked up to internal. And the relationship between these two sets of data is that you'll see for every ride, which has their own unique ID, there's also a rider ID column, which corresponds to the ID in our riders table. So let's take a quick look at how we would then set this up. Alright, so starting with a blank space, let's give this a name here, rides lookup. What we want to do now is add our first table, which will be a table of riders. So we'll pick the table component. We'll choose our Postgres database is the data source, and within that data source, we are going to pick the riders resource here, and then you hit apply, and then you'll see we've dropped in our first table with all of our riders. And now I want to add in a second table component here, which will contain, also from our Postgres database, our rides. And then here is where we will connect the two using a dynamic filter. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to add a filter to this table, to the rides table, and say whenever the rider ID column in this table is equal to a value in an existing component. So we want to refer back to that first table here. So where the value is, and then we'll see that our riders table appears as an option here. Then we want to choose the selected row. And then within that selected row, what we want to compare the rider ID to is we want to compare it to the ID column within the riders table. So we'll pick ID here, and then we'll hit apply. And then you hit save. And that's it. You are done with the tool. And so you see when we click here under riders, rider ID number 35, you'll see only rider ID number 35 rides appear and populate in this table. So it's all filtered.